Hello everyone and welcome back to the MES, the Minecraft event space. Today we are doing our Pandora's Box 9 predictions and also going through the teams that were released yesterday. So, let's go. Firstly, we've got the Crimson Clowns. This is obviously a Halloween themed event, so they've changed their names for the teams. We have Antfrost, Boosfer and C1OWD. Wow. Wow. That is an amazing team. Obviously, Antfrost is consistent in PB. C1OWD is one of the best players in PB end of. Boosfer is new. It'd be interesting to see how Boosfer actually does on debut because it is a very high stacked roster. So we'll get into my predictions later, but you'll see about that. And then Antfrost is unfortunately a lower end player. He has one of the lowest averages in PB, but he is a very nice guy. So yeah, but that's a good team. I love that team. Orange Owls, you got Fey Wars, Ogre, SMK64, and Rice Christies. Obviously, Rice is a new player, but apart from that, it's a pretty good team. It's a pretty good team, all things considered. Ogre, SMK are pretty good in PB. Not as good as they are in Block Wars Origins, but they are still very good in PB. Faye is a good player as well. Rice Christies, I don't know personally. I think they're a lower end player, but still, it looks like a good team. Looks like good vibes as well. And that will definitely be pushing for the top half of the board. Dijon Devils, you got Steinbulf, Cal Awesome, That's Jay, and Mystery Twins. This is a pretty good team again. Obviously, you've got the ridiculous player that is Cal Awesome. He is genuinely out of this world, a machine at that. A very, very good player is Cal Awesome. Steinbulf, and That's Jay. Pretty mid-average, not mid as in the bad sense, mid as in middle of the road averages. And the Mystery Twins got a very low average. Apart from that, though, I think it's a competent team. And this team purely depends if Kel decides to be a machine again. Grief Greystones, got Chaos, Toff, Jacknot Souls, and No Name. Again, a pretty good team. Obviously, No Name has, I think, the lowest average in PB, if not one of the lowest. Jack is a pretty good player. Then you got Chaos and you got Toff, who are both pretty good. Toff has one of the highest averages in PB. Be interested to see how they perform. I think I have them low in predictions. We'll go through them in a minute. But yeah, it purely depends if like Toff and Chaos, like that duo, just performs excellently. Then that could push again the top half. You got Aqua Arachnids. You got Amiston, SandwichLord, Nukery, and TV-Man Griffin. I love this team. Nuke and Sandwich and Griffin are really good friends of mine. Really nice people. Amiston, I've never really spoke to, but Amiston is a very, very good player. Very underrated player at that. SandwichLord obviously played last time with Alex, Reddoons, and Dakota, and he did pretty well on debut, so now he's got a bit of experience. Nuke has a decent average. Griffin, I don't know if he's going to perform that well on debut with this stacked of a roster, but we'll see. But I do like that team. That will definitely challenge for top half. Sapphire Sources, you got Baseball Drew, Kalen, Man with Wrath, and Lucario Knight. Yeah! Obviously you got Kalen, legend himself. One of the best PB players, one of the best averages on PB. Man of Wrath, obviously a pretty good player as well. Lucario has a pretty middle-of-the-road average, and Baseball Drew has not played, I think, since PB 2 or 3. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs on his return to the event. But yeah, again, a team that definitely can challenge. It depends if Man of Wrath and Kalen, I think they'll probably both have good events. And yeah, that team will definitely challenge for top half. Indigo Invaders, we have Mystic Sins, Gummy Roms, Carter, and Pixelcraftian. This is one of the lower end teams of the event. It's still a good team, don't get me wrong. Carter and Keegan are still really good players on their own, and that duo is ridiculous. But Mystic and Pixelcraftian have pretty low end averages, so the fact that we've got two lower end averages on their team in this stacked of a roster, I don't know if they're going to perform that well. If Carter and Keegan pop off, then it's definitely top half, but then just depends on other teams as well. And Pink Poltergeist, you have Don Fortnite, Reddoons, Mysticat, and 5UP. Jesus Christ. It looks scary. Here's the thing. It looks scary. It looks really scary. Sam is a really good player. Misty can be a really good player. Reddoons is a good PvPer. 5UP can be a good player. So the fact there's no real weakness on that team makes it scary. But here's the thing. They don't, all four of them don't have good PB averages. I think 5UP finished like 28th last time, but with that team, it will definitely push for top half 100%. I think that's all the teams. Now, let's go through my predictions. Once again, we have the Google Doc. As you can see on the left, we have the averages, and also thank you Space Brownies, one of my co-hosts, for putting in what we expect to be the averages of the players. For example, because Booster's never played, but here's their expected average. This is all from Space Brownies. So, Booster is new, Rice is new, TV-Man Griffin is new. We've got 3 new players as PB. I think the highest average team, I think it's Aqua. Yeah, it is. Aqua has the highest average. That's if Griffin does well, though. Up to Griffin, though. So red, pretty good average. I think the lowest average here is pink. But here's the thing. So now we go to predictions. I have pink first. Here's the thing. The whole reason why this is so low is because Sam on Fortnite has never really popped off in PB. So I think he's due a good event. With this team around him, Misty's definitely competent, Five is definitely competent, and Reddoons is obviously competent. With that team, I think he can definitely have his first really good PB and definitely challenge for like higher indiv and definitely take his team to first place. And second, I have Crimson. Obviously, you could just say, oh, you just put the first and last teams in because of the content. No, I think that even though they have Antfrost, who will have a low average, I do believe that players like I think the two of Cloud and Antfrost, they have good events. That's top two. End of. Like Boosfer just needs to have an okay event, and also if Antfrost has a good event as well, it pushes like top half. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think Red or Crimson will be second. Third place I have Sapphire. I think Kalen and Manrap would be a good duo, and they'll definitely take that team to third place. Fourth place I have Orange. I think Ogar and SMK are due good PBs, like individually, and then we'll also just push that team up to the top half. Fifth I have Aqua. I think SandwichLord and Amerston is a good duo. Aqua could do really well. That's the thing. Aqua has, because realistically, all of these teams don't have. It's so hard to predict this PB because every team is stacked beyond stacked, so it's hard to predict. But I have Aqua 5th. I think they'll do well individually, and I think Griffin will have a poor first event. But hopefully prove me wrong, Griffin. Please prove me wrong. 6th I have Dijon. I do think that Kel Awesome will not get first in. That's probably the biggest shout. Biggest shout, honestly. I don't think Kel will get first. I mean, he has got. I mean, if we get the wiki up, Kel's averages. First. I think 5th time lucky. I think Cloud will just have a really good event at this event, and I think Kel will finish second. But like, obviously, Kel could get first and push his team straight away. But that's my opinion. I think Kel is finally due and not first in div. 7th, you got Green. I think Top have a really good event. But all things considered, I think they'll just get caught out by the higher end team players. It's still a good team, don't get me wrong, Green. You're all really good players, but it's just this PB is so hard to predict. And 8th place I have Indigo. I just don't think that Keegan and Carter can compete with the other teams. Again, could be proved completely wrong. I think Scrapped and Mystic Sins are lower end players. Again, no disrespect, but it's based on averages. But yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to predict. This list could be reversed. This list could literally just be swapped around. Now we have Space Brownies predictions. We love Space Brownies. They have Aqua first. That's reasonable. Even though I have most of them higher on my list. What? Then we have Sapphire. They have Sapphire second, which is me probably assuming that Kalen. Kalen, sorry. Kalen is put third on my list on Space's list. I have Kalen 5th. Third place Dijon, again assuming Kel will have a ridiculous event, but here's the thing, I feel like I put Steinball from That's J a bit too low, but I don't know, I don't know, it just depends on Kel, honestly. Crimson 4th, reasonable, that's reasonable to be fair. Also assuming that Boost will have a really bad first event, that's fair enough. Orange 5th, yeah, I can see that, 6th is Green, again reasonable prediction. We have Toff in the same place, we have Chaos and Jack in similar places. So, yeah, no name last, bless him. 7th, Indigo, again, reasonable. Could be around 7th, though. I think I have put Keegan a bit too low, but oh well. And 8th is Pink. Okay. Yeah, that's a shout. I mean, to be fair, it can happen. I am predicting that Sam has a good event. I'm predicting that Sam and Misty have a good events, and Reddoons and 5 Up just follow suit. And Space is not. Here's the thing, it has the lowest average out of every team in PB in this event, so it's reasonable. It's a very reasonable thing, but I do think that Pink will have it. I think Sam will have a good event, and yeah. But there you go, that is our predictions. You can also pause right now to look at the indiv boards. But until then, we've been the MES. Thank you for watching. Pandora'S box will be on October the 1st at 7:30. So, is it 7:30? 7:30 BST PM. And yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. We've been the MES, and see you later.